The stigma of alcoholism versus God's opinion on sobriety. When society talks about alcoholism, it often carries a heavy stigma. Many view it as a personal failure, indicating weakness, poor decisions, and lack of self-control. This stigma can lead to shame, judgment, and isolation, creating barriers for individuals who might otherwise seek help. In contrast, God's perspective on sobriety is full of grace, compassion, and hope. Through faith, recovery becomes a journey of healing rather than condemnation. Is alcoholism a disease or a sin? This question has long been debated. From a scientific perspective, organizations such as the American Hospital Association and the National Association of Social Workers classify alcoholism as a disease, a chronic condition requiring treatment and support. However, from a spiritual perspective, addiction often begins with sinful desires or legitimate desires pursued in ways that stray from God's laws. It is both a physical and spiritual battle. Society's stigma. The societal stigma surrounding alcoholism can be harsh. Society often views addiction as a personal failing rather than a complex issue, leading to judgment, shame, and isolation. This harsh perspective can create a deep fear of social rejection, preventing many individuals from seeking the help and support they desperately need. God's perspective. God, on the other hand, God sees addiction as a struggle, not an identity, and offers His divine help to overcome it. His unconditional love extends forgiveness and redemption to all who seek it with an open heart. He encourages individuals to draw strength from their faith and to find support within a loving, compassionate community, reminding us that we don't have to face these challenges alone. What does Jesus say about alcoholics? The Bible provides words of hope for those struggling with addiction. Jesus declares, "I have set you free," reminding us that while addiction can feel like captivity, freedom is possible through Him. Psalm 34 verse 18 offers further comfort, assuring us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Addiction weighs heavily on the heart, but God extends healing and renewal to those who seek Him. Moreover, Scripture highlights the value of sobriety, urging us in 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 6, "Let us not be like others, who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober." Together, these verses offer hope, freedom, and the call to live a life of awareness and purpose through faith. Did Jesus ever drink alcohol? Yes, the Bible records instances where Jesus drank wine. For example, in Matthew 26 verses 27 to 29, He shares a cup of wine with His disciples during the Last Supper, symbolizing the new covenant. However, while Jesus drank wine, He never condemned anyone for drinking. Instead, His teachings focus on moderation, self-control, and staying alert to spiritual dangers. Final thoughts. If you're struggling with addiction or know someone who is, remember this: society may judge, but God doesn't. His love is more significant than any addiction, and His grace is always available. Sobriety isn't about being perfect, it's about taking one step at a time, leaning on God's strength, and knowing you don't have to do this alone. If this message encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more faith-based content. Please drop a comment below, and let's create a community of support, hope, and healing. Remember, God is with you, and freedom is possible. You're not alone on this journey. See you next time.